Oh, all right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the CFE podcast. We got our special guests back on, Mitchell and Michael. We're just going to do a little Big 12 recap and then a national championship pick. So we were kind of talking before we hopped on. We're going to talk about our best pick of the year and also our biggest whiff. So, Beck, I'm going to throw it to you. Who was your best pick this year and your biggest whiff in the Big 12?
Yes, sir. So I'm going to cheat a little in that I'm going to have two best picks because they're the two I got absolutely perfect right in the middle of the Big 12. In Iowa State and Cincinnati, I correctly picked Iowa State to go 8-4, and I correctly picked Cincinnati to go 7-5. So feel pretty decent about those, but I think my biggest whiff was probably Baylor. Having Baylor going to the Big 12 title game and them not making a bowl game isn't great. That defense was the offense was as good as I thought it was going to be. Just the defense was worse than the offense. So
I mean, it happens.
yeah, you know.
I mean, I also had Baylor. I believe I had Baylor going to the championship game too. So that's unfortunate.
I did as well.
Yeah, Sawyer Robertson's still a really good quarterback. Just couldn't make up for the rest of his team.
Yep. Absolutely. Mitchell, how about you?
Well, after looking through it, I don't think I guessed a single person. Like, everybody was off by like a game.
It's not bad.
So I had Utah at 6-3. They went 7-2, so that's pretty close. I had Arizona State at 7-2, and they went 6-3. So a couple of close ones there. But the biggest whiffs I had were I had Baylor at 7-2, and they finished 3-6 in conference. And then I also had Arizona. They finished 6-3 in conference, and I had them at 1-8.
Yeah, I wasn't much different on Arizona.
Yeah, West Virginia I had them at the bottom. They did a little better. I had Colorado down there. Oh yeah, I had Oklahoma State. I had a little faith in Mike Gundy. I was like, he'll be able to put together a couple wins, and nope. I had him going 4-5.
Couldn't even get to a couple.
No,
I don't think Mike Gundy made it through 4 games anyway.
I think it was the third.
What game did they start with? It was
they beat UT Martin for their only win of the season.
That was UT
Martin. They lost 11 straight to finish out the season.
Yep.
Oh, they lost to Tulsa.
And not a good non-bowl game, Tulsa.
Oh, were they even close on anything? I don't think they were. Oh, they almost beat us, 14-6.
I mean, they only lost to Oregon by 60, so I guess you could say that's close.
Yeah.
For them.
Let me see what else. Yeah, those are probably my closest picks and the biggest whiffs. I was a little under on Texas Tech. I had them at 6-3. Oh, BYU. I had them at 4-5, and they finished stronger than I thought too. So, yeah, I was kind of all over the place.
Mitchell, I'll bounce off of you. I think my whole list was just littered with whiffs, and my only correct picks were I had UCF going 5-7. They did go 5-7, and I had West Virginia going 4-8, and they went 4-8.
Okay.
So those are my only two correct picks.
Anything close, like a game off? Was there a game like a like Houston? Did you have Houston or TCU kind of there?
I had Houston going 8-4.
That's pretty close.
I had Cincinnati going 9-3, Iowa State going 9-3, Kansas 7-5. I had Oklahoma State going 2-10, so I had them winning one more game than they actually did. But yeah, and then I would say so. Those are definitely my best picks, but my biggest whiffs. Well, actually, Utah was another best pick. They suck this year, and I totally they're just so bad. Probably one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, actually. Yeah,
Really disappointing end of the season for them.
very disappointing. Very disappointing. Only beat us by 22. Probably should have been like 100, but that's okay. Biggest whiffs though, Arizona State. That was a big whiff. Had them going 11-1. Baylor 10-2.
Well, it's such a bummer because when did Sam Levy get hurt? He got hurt like what, the fourth game of the season?
Yeah, it was week 4 or 5, something like that.
Yeah, it's like, well, when something like that happens, it's like, okay.
Yeah,
And we all know how good Jeff Sims is. He just couldn't overcome missing Sam Levin.
that's true. And also K-State. That was a big whiff. I had them going.
Yeah, I did.
And then 1.
7-2.
We all should have known the playing abroad curse would come into effect.
It depends. If we would have won that game, the curse wouldn't have been a thing, but we lost, so the curse was a thing.
Did the curse work for Iowa State?
Iowa State went 8-4.
They went 8-4 and made a bowl. Or well,
So did you guys.
We went 6-6.
6-6.
Barely.
It was not a good 6-6. Like Iowa State
losing to Army.
Yeah, Army, and then what else? Almost lost to Oklahoma State.
I mean, Iowa State paid for it down the stretch. They lost 3 of their 4 games after halfway. So
they won their last 3, though.
yes, true. But
Michael, how about you?
Yeah, so the one I got exactly correct was Utah going 10-2. 11-2 after the bowl game, but they went 10-2. And so that one I got exactly correct. I was 1 off on Arizona State. I said 7-5. They went 8-4. That might have been my only 1 off. Oh, yeah. West Virginia was 1 off. I had them 3-9. But I think my biggest whiffs were Arizona going 3-9 instead of 9-3. And then Baylor 10-2, K-State 10-2. Yeah, I think those really all, and then BYU. I had BYU going 7-5. I did not think BYU was going to bounce back this year. Again, after having a great year.
I remember we all had BYU going 7-5. That was the only team we agreed on between the 4 of us, and we were.
I'm looking at it now. Arizona, they easily could have won 2 more games. They lost to BYU in overtime, and they lost to Houston by 3. Like, they could have been.
You by 5.
They could have been at the top, 8-1 potentially. That's just wow.
Yeah, but in the same way, I think you guys could have beat them, and they also, I think it was Kansas and Cincinnati also could have easily beat them as well. So it balanced itself out.
Yeah,
but definitely impressive on their end.
Cats fan. Well, I guess just Mitchell because Michael's not a Cats fan anymore.
What?
For the record, I am. Beck and Preston like to tease me that I switched to Nebraska.
Because
I have not.
he's been to more Nebraska games in the past 3 years than I've been to Nebraska.
What the heck?
But
I remember that there was the
Mitchell.
other a couple weeks ago where um I asked well, because Michael was supposed to come to that K-State game. And he goes, "No, I can't." So I was like, "Okay." So I called my good friend back, and he's like, "Absolutely, I'll be there." And
Exactly.
on location, I was like, "What the heck?" Michael turned down the K-State game to go to the Husker game.
So to be fair, I believe I had to work that day, and then I was offered free tickets like literally like 2.5 hours before that game, and I was done with what I needed to do. And
Was that
Lincoln is
USC?
closer to where I live than Manhattan, so I was like, "Well, I got a free night." It was the Nebraska USC game, so it was a blackout. It was a pretty cool environment.
And I bet you were dressed in all black.
I was dressed in red and yellow, baby. Go Trojan. No, I'm just kidding.
You know,
I sent Beck a video of me on the field because I got to go on the field for a little bit, but he didn't ever see my clothing, so he doesn't know what I wore.
and Matthew would have routed you out.
Well, anyway, Cats fans, how do we feel? How do we feel about the Cats season, and how are we feeling about next season with Colin Klein coming in?
I thought it was a big win for this season. Being completely sarcastic.
Bittersweet. Bittersweet.
Yeah, I really like Chris Kleiman. I thought Chris Kleiman was a great coach, and what he did at K-State after Bill Snyder retired was not easy. So thank you to Chris Kleiman. But now I am also excited to see where Colin Klein can lead us, because I think Colin Klein is a young, rising up and coming coach, and he's been in the big games, and he was a quarterback, and I think that Avery Johnson can benefit from Colin Klein this offseason. So,
Yep. Do we think that Colin Klein threw the Texas A&M Miami game just to get to K-State faster?
Yes.
I mean, how could he not have? No.
I think that defense is really good.
Clearly it was not a fluke because Miami is now in the national championship.
Yeah.
But, and speaking of national championship, how are we feeling about it? What do we got, Beck? Who you got for the national championship?
I mean,
wait. Before we do that, what was the like original picks for national championship?
we don't need to bring that up.
I was just curious. I was like, did anybody nail it?
And
I believe
I was off. I was way off.
Okay.
I believe I know I had Penn State winning it all, and I think I had them playing Texas.
All right.
I think it was Texas.
You guys want to hear my national championship?
Yes.
I had Clemson playing Bama and Clemson winning it all. I had a Texas versus Clemson, A&M versus Bama semifinal.
Hey, okay. At least one of them made the playoffs.
Yeah, same for me. I had Texas beating Alabama in the semis, and I had Penn State beating Clemson. Penn State over Texas.
So
okay. I only did what the playoffs when they were announced, and I think I had Tech versus Ohio State for my championship.
I had so before I did the bracket, I'm pretty sure originally I was thinking a Texas versus Ohio State national championship, and I think I felt pretty strong about Texas winning, but then in the when the college football playoff bracket came out, I had Georgia. I think it was Georgia versus Oregon, and I had Georgia winning it all.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
I
That-
at least I at least got one of those right as after the playoffs were actually picked because I had Indiana losing to Georgia. So I at least had Indiana in the title game.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty good.
so out of my like original bracket that me and Beck made at the beginning of the season, I had 5 playoff teams correct.
Oh wow.
It's not bad.
Which ones were those?
It was Indiana, Oregon,
You had Indiana in the
Bama.
playoff.
Yep, Bama. I had them at 10-2 as an at-large. They were the 12th seed.
Mm.
Yeah, so I had Indiana, Oregon, Bama, Georgia, A&M. Those are my 5.
Oh, wow.
I had 6. I had Oregon, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Texas A&M, Oklahoma.
Oh,
So
Oh, okay.
I'm very happy that I got my Oklahoma A&M picks because those were 2 of my bigger reaches to start the season. So those paid off.
And we all
Also,
know Texas A&M's not going to be good next year.
I need to address something real quick. I was given some very reliable information that one of you called me a psychopath for picking Ohio State to go 9-3. Mitchell.
I think it was Mitch.
8-4, I believe you picked them to go. Actually,
Did I,
but
did I say 8-4?
you said 8-4.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Well,
I don't think psychopath was the right word. But I was like, he's out. I was like, oh my gosh, 8-4, he's out of his mind.
I think the end of the year games, I don't know. They did have a very cupcake schedule. So I feel a little defended in my pick for them.
They only lost one game though.
They lost to Indiana and they lost to Miami.
Well,
But
I
everybody
was,
else that played was very cupcake.
yeah, and you
But
picked them
going
to
into
lose
the
3 or 4
season, we
times.
knew their schedule going into the season. So
I just think I feel justified in my pick. I think that was a home run pick, just like the Utah pick that me and Beck had.
I think it's exactly like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I somewhat saw his vision, but it definitely did not come into fruition.
And Mitchell, you said you picked Georgia, Oregon in the playoff bracket.
I'm pretty sure I picked Jordan. I was way off.
I
I-
also
I
had
thought-
Oregon in the
You
playoff.
did? No way. No way.
Yep.
We were
I
all
felt pretty
we all-
confident. The way Georgia finished the season, I was like, oh
Mhm.
yeah. I was like,
Isn't it crazy that after 2 years of the 12 team, Indiana is the only team that has won after having the first round bye?
Yeah.
yeah, that's insane. Shows why
Well-
they need to be home games, but
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. In my opinion, I know it's not a lot of people want this to happen, but I think that there should be 16 teams, 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, and so on. And then they get 2 home games
Mm.
for the top seeds.
I think they need to keep it all home games until the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, which is what that would do.
100%.
Because then you don't have to deal with buys. You just get 1 versus 16. I think that that's fair enough. You still get a home game, and then the next game's a home game, and then you move it to the bowls after that.
The real question is, do we exclude group of 5 and have them play their own playoff?
See, I think that's probably the best way to go. Except then you would have to allow. If you cut them out of the playoffs, you need to give them their own playoffs because otherwise, what are they playing for? So, like,
Mhm.
even the FCS has a national championship.
Yep.
But I
I don't
wouldn't
want to.
hate.
I don't want to split it up like that.
I don't either. So I think it should be one team. And the only reason people were mad this year is because the ACC sucked. Or really, it's because they messed up their order of who to get into the ACC title game.
Yeah, the
Because
title game.
if Miami wins the ACC title, no one's complaining.
Yeah.
If you move to the 16 team model, do you just do, and say group of 5 is excluded, do you just do 4 auto bids from the Power 4?
No. Because what if there are 6 really good teams? Like, say it's like it is this year. There's 6 SEC teams that are 10-2,
Mm-hmm.
but the third best Big Ten team is 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Big 12 has 5 teams that are 10-2, and 3 of them beat SEC teams during the regular season. So
Mhm.
I don't like auto bids. I don't think auto bids,
I don't-
other than the conference champion, should get in guaranteed, which would happen anyway with 16 teams.
I don't like
Yeah.
auto either. I just wanted to ask the question.
Yeah.
All right, title game picks.
Title game picks.
Okay.
Ben, let's hear it.
Yep. So I'm probably agreeing with most of the country on this, and I'll be curious if anyone else here is bold enough to go the other way. But this Indiana team is nasty. And I think the line that I brought up texting Mitchell during the semifinals is Mendoza was throwing above NFL level throws in that game to just murder Oregon. So along that line, even though it is in Miami's home field, I think it's going to be a 50-50 crowd, which will matter. And I think Indiana wins this by double digits. It's not a blowout. The game will be interesting, but Indiana wins it by double digits.
I got Indiana.
By 5, by 87.
I think they'll probably win by, I'll go 10 plus, maybe 14 plus.
Do they block a punt in the final 5 minutes just to rub it in?
Maybe not that, but I've picked against them almost every game and they still won.
I mean, after what they did to Oregon, how can you not pick
Yeah.
them? I'm looking. The spread is Indiana's favored by 8.5.
Yeah.
I'm taking the points. They're gonna score over that. I'm gonna say Indiana 38, Miami 24.
I think this game is close for about 2.5 quarters. I'm gonna say Indiana 42, Miami 24. No, I don't think Miami's gonna score that much. I'm gonna say Miami 21.
See, I think you guys are all way too high on this Indiana offense. It's really good, but that Miami defense might be the best in the country, especially D-line wise.
I think it could be
42
definitely
points is a
defensive
lot.
game. Yeah.
That's why I think it's close the whole game. More so in the Oregon-Texas Tech vein, where Texas Tech was in that game because Oregon couldn't score.
Mm-hmm.
I'm counting on a defensive touchdown.
Oh yeah, I
They'll
think
get
Carson
one.
Beck will throw probably 2 picks.
Minimum. I don't think he's a big game quarterback.
I don't either.
Even though he played well versus
Mhm.
Ole Miss, That's why I picked Ole Miss to win that game, because I don't think Carson Beck's a big game quarterback.
I do think out of Ole Miss, Miami, I do think Miami has the best chance of beating Indiana.
I agree.
If
Just because
if they can force a couple of turnovers with that defense, that
Yeah.
would really.
But that
Yeah.
requires Mendoza to make a mistake, which he hasn't done in like
Yeah,
2 months.
yeah. He has a very
He-
Joe Burrow-esque.
the fact that he's thrown 8 touchdown passes and 3 incompletions in the playoffs is crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. But yeah, so to give a score, since everyone else did, I'll go Indiana 31, Miami 14.
Mm.
So respectable the entire game, but I don't think it will feel close in the fourth quarter. I think
Yeah.
everyone will know what's happening. Maybe one of those is a late touchdown for Miami.
Tell you what, you can't count out Mario Cristobal though. He has done a good job down there.
He does until he doesn't.
Hmm.
He does, and then the team decides they're good enough mid-season, and then they lose twice, and then they have to start trying again.
It's true. It's true.
Like, you can't tell me that the Miami team we've watched the last few weeks was not good enough to beat Louisville and SMU.
Those were the two best teams in the ACC though, so it's no wonder why they lost.
Yeah, and all three of those teams made the conference title game.
Yeah. Plus Duke.
No, your ACC conference champion lost to UConn during the regular season.
Insane.
Insane is correct.
Well, gentlemen, any final thoughts on college football before we wrap this up?
It's gone too soon.
Can we just say the transfer portal has been crazy this year? I mean,
Okay.
Yeah. Dylan to
Okay.
Oregon.
How about the one that's blowing my mind? $5 million for Brendan Sorsby is insane.
I bet Sam Levick got at least 6. I think LSU was desperate, and we'll find out here in the next few weeks that Sam Levitt probably got more than that from LSU.
oh, I would agree. LSU, we'll see. I mean, new coach Lane. You got a new
4 wide
quarterback,
receivers.
and then you got like 3. Let's see, the Hawaii guy, the Florida guy, and then Jace Brown from K-State. So that'll be interesting to watch.
Wait, where did Jace Brown go?
LSU.
LSU.
Oh, he did? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll be interesting. I kind of hope they fail. Just because of Lane. I know Preston's a Lane guy. I'm curious if he's still a Lane guy after he
No.
decided. No? You have spurned the Lane train?
I have bought my ticket off the Lane train.
Why's that, Preston? Fill us in. Why?
I just thought it was a little. I'm sure I'm not saying anything negative about him as a person. I just did not agree with the way he handled it.
Like abandoning his team?
Abandoning the team and then just not being straightforward about what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And also, too, Pete Golding seems like a dude. How can you betray Pete Golding like that?
He's going to be a good coach. I really hope they play next year.
I don't know if they do, but
It will be a game to watch if they do.
Hold on, checking.
yeah.
They do.
Loaded. Oh, they do?
3rd week of the season.
Please tell me it's at Ole Miss.
It is at Ole Miss.
Let's go. Might have to go to that game, boys.
Oxford is going to be a madhouse.
That'd be insane. I mean, I know a guy who knows a guy to get us Ole Miss tickets. So
I mean, I'm right here.
that's what I'm saying.
What do you guys think
Podcast
about
from the game.
Dylan Rayola's landing spot?
I mean, we've known about this for about 3 months now, so it's not surprising.
Transferring to sit behind another quarterback.
Possibly. But
That has to be the dumbest decision I have ever heard of.
But
it
Dante
worked for Don.
did the
It
same
worked
thing.
for Dante Moore. It's worked for who else did it work for?
Here's what I'll say about the Dylan.
Arch Manning. I mean, he didn't transfer, but
Here's
Yeah,
what
that's different though. He's a freshman. He's supposed to sit
and
then-
sophomore.
in a sophomore.
because Quinn
But-
Ewers. It was Quinn Ewers' team.
It was.
This is what I'll say about Dylan. Is that if he does play next year, he is gonna carve us up like a turkey in Eugene.
Maybe they'll just put him in
Yeah,
during
yeah. He
for
just
that
he just
game.
plays that one game.
Probably
What?
gonna end up being in the October too, or something like that, November.
Although if Dante Moore is already a first round pick, he's gotta leave.
His draft stock's not gonna get any higher.
Yeah,
It's
if
not gonna
anything,
get
it'll
any
go
higher.
down.
The only thing is that he's probably getting paid what, $4 million. So
I mean, Dylan was
just-
making 3.5 in Nebraska, so he's probably making 5 or at least 4 in Oregon.
Yeah, I don't see him sticking around. I guess, but I've been wrong before.
I mean, sounds like everyone with cash is trying to get Ty Simpson to transfer to them right now,
Nice.
especially Miami.
especially Miami.
I'm very surprised Dylan did not go to Miami.
Well, I saw like a goof post where he had transferred to Ole Miss, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, but I always thought it was Oregon. It fit. It goes back to the West Coast where he started. And I mean, it's interesting because Oregon likes their mobile quarterbacks, and he's very much not.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting. But I think it'll be a system that will work really well for him. So
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I think he can definitely thrive there.
and we get to have a way better quarterback room without him.
That's a bold take.
As a room entirely, it's not. Because we got a 2-year starter, 3-year starter coming in.
The UNLV
got-
guy, the Virginia guy, and
Yep,
then
Danny
Latif.
Galen is back, who was also an Elite 11 quarterback when he was recruited, and then TJ as well. So I'm perfectly fine with any of those 3 playing next year. Whereas this year we were iffy on TJ coming into the season as a true freshman.
If you guys wanted to hear me talk about Nebraska's portal class, we'd have to stop talking about on the podcast because we'd probably be here for at least another 2 hours.
Hey. The old lineman we stole out of Alabama's nose this afternoon.
The LSU guy.
Yeah. We beat Alabama to the punch on him.
Which is crazy.
Mhm. And our entirely new all line is going to be beastly next year.
Off-season national champions once again.
15 years running.
Gentlemen, this has been fun.
Good times. Good times.
And good.
I I'm eagerly awaiting the return of college football next year to watch my beloved Cornhuskers go 6-6.
Hey, we're not Kansas State.
Beck, have you seen our schedule, bro?
Yes.
Mitchell, Michael, we play Oregon, Indiana, and Ohio State next year.
What? It'll be an exciting at least.
Hey, but if they go 12-0,
Yeah,
then
you
you're
can say,
like,
yeah,
we're not frauds.
that's right.
And the only one of those on the road is Oregon. And
You gotta
Dylan's
be-
going to give us the playbook.
You gotta be, it's all part of the plan. You gotta beat the best to be the best.
That's right. But then your national championship's going to be when Indiana goes to Memorial, and then everything's going to plateau and then go downhill from there.
We have a better shot versus Ohio State than Signetti.
Signetti's going to be casting his spells before it comes out.
He'll have the backups in by the third quarter.
Do you like him, Beck?
I mean, yes, he's literally the coach's coach. Everything that any coach tells their players to do, Indiana does. He somehow, I mean, I think it's because his team's old, or he's had them around since James Madison. But they listen, they do exactly what they're supposed to, and they make no mistakes. It's a better coach team than any Alabama team I watched. Alabama always had the guys who would get into issues because they're a bunch of idiots. Same with the Georgia teams. But this Indiana team, no issues, no nothing. They just go out and play perfect football every week.
So if they
It's
win,
insane.
where does this team go down in the? Do you think it's better than the
LSU, Joe Burrow.
the LSU national championship team?
Yes.
It is not more talented, but it is a better team than the LSU team.
The LSU team lacked the defensive firepower.
Yeah. They gave up 31 points to Oklahoma.
I'd probably disagree. I think I'd take the LSU team.
That LSU offense was the most talented offense I've ever watched.
That offense was insane.
I think the LSU team would probably beat Indiana. Probably. But I think Indiana's a better team. If that makes sense. LSU was more talented. I mean, I'm pretty sure they had like 15 guys drafted off that team. So
I agree, Beck. Cool.
Oh,
Stop.
Gentlemen, this has been fun. We'll talk soon.
definitely.
Talk to everybody later.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
yeah.